And we are live, Two and a Half Guys podcast. I'm your boy Midget.
It's your boy Dos Stacks.
And we here, man, fresh off of spring break with another week of good entertainment,
Oh, we
great
got a
movies.
banger tonight.
And the one we got tonight, I hope you've seen it. If not, you might want to mute us or come back
Spoiler alert.
because it will be plenty of spoilers on this joint right here, man. What's going on with you, though?
I'm good, man. How you, man?
Man, I'm making it, man. Fresh off vacation. The kids had a blast.
How'd that go?
Pretty good, man. Royal Caribbean is the laid back boat. Carnival is the party.
Gotcha.
So, not a lot of kids on the boat.
Y'all went on the laid back boat this time?
Yeah, we're on the laid back. Tiana, what's going on? So we laid back Utopia. I saw Ashley Davidson Hemingway. Saw one of my players on the boat.
Oh, wow.
Met a dude on the island that played for Coastal a few years after me.
Small world, ain't it?
Oh, that's why I said small. He's like, Coastal? He's like, man, I play basketball. I was like, me too.
Back boat.
End up talking. Was the party. End up seeing talking about the same people. Pat. I mean, so took a picture. He live in Jersey, so
That's
it
what's
is
up,
what it
man.
is. Small world, man. So very, very, very small world, man. So if you're ever trying to creep, don't do it during spring break.
I'm going on one, bro.
Hey man, you need to do it, man.
I'm going on one. I like even if I have to fucking go solo, I'm going.
Listen, man. I tell everybody, man. You know how when you go somewhere, you got to figure out where you want to eat. You got to drive everywhere, catch an Uber to different entertainment.
You ain't got to do none of that shit.
Everything is what once you get on that boat, you walk everywhere to the parties, to the theaters, to the
Hey, bro. They say everything you need on the boat except for the weed.
That's everything you need. Drinks is on there. Listen, man. It's the best way, especially for me having two little ones like to run around and eat, and everybody want to eat, separate things. Get on the boat, you pick what you want to eat. So that's it, man. But all in all, good trip, man. But while I was on this trip, man, before we get into the movie we watch, which is Sinners, I watched the movie that's also in the theaters that I was kind of confused on. The Woman in the Yard.
Yeah. I brought that up.
So I watched that though. It's on one of the joints. My mic can send it to you. But
it's not. They tell me it's not what it's advertised to be.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. This is more of a mental health. You come up with your own conclusion of what really was going on.
No, see, I don't like that already.
And see that's why I was thinking. Like I'm thinking like a horror movie. It's more of a, play with your mind. Like, is she alive? Is she dead? Did this happen? That happened? What is she seeing? Why is she seeing this? Did she make it? Did he? It's just a bunch of that. So after I finished watching, I was like, I get it, but it is not for me. It wasn't for me. It was.
And it actually made theaters like that.
Yes, I mean, it's. I can see how it made to theaters in this current time.
Okay.
Because it's it's definitely different. It's something that it's a concept that you probably haven't seen before, but they say it tackle mental health. My thing is it's tackling like a Sixth Sense type thing. That's my view on it. That's my, but you got to watch it for me to explain why I think what I think. Yeah. You may come up with something else, other people, but Woman in the Yard. Not what I thought it was. Not a terrible watch, but it's not entertaining or something that you're on the edge of your seat for.
Hey, I'm in it to be entertained, bro.
Yeah, man. And I watched The Monkey. That's a trash movie.
I mean, but when I saw that they was remaking The Monkey, I'm like, damn, that's like putting makeup on a pig because the original Monkey was trash.
This is following the whole legacy.
This is just somebody that had a budget.
Yeah, like it isn't scary. It's stupid. Like it's got a few things you might giggle at, but like the deaths are horrible.
Just like the original. You ever seen the original?
I didn't even see the original.
See,
It's
if you go back and see how cheesy the original was, I could already tell you that this was going to be a flop. Well, not even a flop, but like not worth the budget.
it ain't where it was another cheesy remake. I didn't enjoy it. So, but on to the movie of tonight. We like we said, we hope everybody saw Sinners. Want to put it out.
Spoiler alert! God damn it!
Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! Me and Doe, I got back from a cruise. I saw all the ranting and raving about it. I've seen people on Facebook talk about it. So I hit Doe up like, Doe, I'm going to see this.
They was ranting, yo. They was.
I mean, on the boat, people was talking about it. I'm like, really? People talking about they seen it before they left? I'm like, okay. So I got off the boat, got home. I said, Doe, I'm going to see it at 2:55. So Doe said, well, I'm going to go check it out now. And when I tell you, a great decision by me to go see this movie.
Excellent decision. Excellent decision by myself.
So we went and saw Sinners, Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan. Just a plethora of people on this movie.
No. Let me call these names out because every last one of these people deserve their role.
Yeah, absolutely.
Michael B. Jordan played Smoke and Stack. Haley Steinfeld played Mary. Lee Jun Lee played Grace Chow. Wumi Mosaku played Annie. Omar Miller played Cornbread. Jamie Lawson played Pearline. Delroy Lindo played Delta Slim. And Miles Caton played the main character. Should I say?
Yeah. I mean, we will start off with talking about the movie. I'm gonna start. So
okay,
movie placed in 19.
Let's start with the hype that the movie got prior to because sorry to cut you off, but we the movie guys, you feel me?
Yeah.
And how many times have we heard bubbling of such a big film coming up and it dropping and it's just not being nowhere near what
I was thinking, man, I don't want to be disappointed.
Yo. For the first time in over 2 years, a movie blew my expectations away.
Yeah.
Like it blew my expectations away. This shit was visually like from scene one, it sets the atmosphere of what you're gonna watch this movie in.
Yeah. Yeah.
How they introduced the characters was excellent because that matters in movies.
Because it started off slow, and I was like, nah, they ain't gonna do this to me.
Yeah, it did. And that was the one gripe that I heard people say about it. That it starts off slow.
Starts off slow. And I'm
but nobody complained later on when they found out why it started so slow.
Right.
Good boy, they brought that thunder, Midgie.
Yeah, they did. So it starts off like you said. I've started seeing all the hypes, people giving 9s and 10s, and I'm like, man, please don't hype this movie up,
bro.
Did some of these other movies and it not be what I wanted to be. I saw it last night. It was a great movie, 10 out of 10.
Yes, yo, like I would go watch it again, y'all.
Yeah, I am gonna go watch it. I am gonna go watch it.
And Midget, I don't like long-winded movies.
But it didn't feel long-winded because after you get through the introduction of everybody and what role they played in this storyline,
it left you wanting more.
It did, because I stuck around. And then the ending scene, I don't know if everybody stuck around and saw the ending, but
I hope y'all stuck around for the mid credits and end credits.
Yeah. So it did the Avengers thing, him being the writer and producer of Black Panther. He took a little Avengers sprinkle in and give us that after credit scene.
Hey Midge, the movie
15 minutes.
Hey Midge, like I thought about this prior to us in the studio. Mm-hmm. You want to know what this movie kind of like reminds me of, like a combination of
what?
It's like Lovecraft County with Lovecraft Country with what's that Tarantino vampire movie from Dusk to Dawn.
And he said that's where he got some of the inspiration from.
I can it's
because I guess he was a fan of that movie, and this kind of takes some of that. But it's so much behind this movie. Well, first let's talk about a little bit about the movie. Then we'll talk about the things we picked up from the movie.
Mm-hmm.
So the movie starts off in like 1932.
Mississippi.
Preacher boy comes in. He walks to his daddy church, and he's obviously he is messed up from the night before. So it's like then they rewind to the day before. He goes hug his dad, and you don't know what's going on. Then he goes to
Midget, you on the line messed up. He's fucked up, bloody.
Oh, absolutely. Has a big scratch on his face, big, everything. So then it takes that to the day before. Two brothers, hell on wheels, smoking stack, call them smokestack brothers, twins or whatever. They come back.
Infamous.
They've been gone. They've been in Chicago for like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
And they make some money. So they want to buy this. They came back home because I guess they took the wrong people's money, and they want to buy this juke joint to make money to fund their lifestyle plus pay these people back.
Nah, I went down a deep dive.
Uh-huh.
Them boys was bank robbers who happened to stumble into Chicago, and they played a twin role to where one of them robbed the Irish mafia and one of them robbed the Italian mafia. That's why they had Italian wine and
Irish wine,
Irish beer. Mm-hmm. They was getting away from Chicago because they had done hit a big old lick.
Okay.
So that's how they ended up back home.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, they end back home, and the person that's selling them home, you can obviously tell he don't really want to sell it to them, but they got so much money that he ain't got no choice. But that plays a big part in the ending of the movie.
Oh man,
we'll get to later, but don't want to ruin it. So their plan is to go around to everybody back in town. We try and get people here, get this party going. So there's like we don't have time to do everything together. So they go pick up their little cousin. It's like we need to split up. So they got this truck hidden out in the forest
with all the booze,
everything they need, and a crate that they keep talking about. It comes to play a big part in this movie also.
So that crate loaded. Boy, that crate. Mind you, both of them are former military men.
Both of them are former soldiers.
And both of them served in World War II because they got drafted.
Said that a lot. So one goes the other way, one goes his way. So Stack job is go get everybody they need for the night for the club. They need
riled up.
They need to get the musician, the other musician. Need to
Orlando.
Need to get security, whatever. So they go get Orlando, which is Slim, I think. And they go get him. Oh, Del Orlando.
Yeah, Slim.
Yeah, so they go get him.
Delta Slim.
Man, what tripped me out about the movie was Chinese people in Mississippi sounding country said. That played a big part too. And
and listen, like in the whole symbolism of everything,
yeah,
and how everything played out. That's kind of how the Chinese people did us. We ain't not gonna get into that, but remember how
doing currently. To me,
I'm trying to keep it politically correct.
This ain't. We don't do that.
This movie has so much symbolism, and for it to be set in the old South, it was it was beautifully written. And to say that they packed all this information in a 24-hour span, mind you, this is one day, y'all.
One day.
They entered town, set up a juke joint, and had the best party them folks had ever seen up until shit went left.
Yeah, so Stack goes to get the body security and the musician. Smoke going to get the cook and the signage and spread the word. So they both go out there. And
they had to go get the catfish from the Chinese people too.
Right. So they had to go get the reputation. They had, obviously got a reputation because dudes try to rob him. He in the middle of the street. He let that thing fly and let these dudes know, like, hey, I'm sorry, I can't let nobody saying they almost robbed us,
The Smokestack twins.
Yeah, you can, so they're getting this joint together and everything's like it's coming in. They got the music, they got the food, they got the the entertainment, they got the security. They telling people, letting people know, hey, come to this club. We're gonna spread the word. We open this juke joint. We back in town. So in the midst of this, all of a sudden you see this guy land in the screen. He's running to this cabinet.
And he's literally on smoking,
smoking.
Like something lit him on fire.
He's smoking. So he knock on the door, and these two white people open the door.
Two Klan members.
They're two Klan members. And he sees the Klan stuff in the house. And he's begging them.
And listen, Midgie, here's what's crazy about that. We did not know why that gown was laid out in there until.
And why it was such a key visual for him to look at the Klan outfit, because he was obviously white. So why would it bother him that, hey.
Because he wasn't one of the accepted whites. He was Irish.
Right. So he looked, he's like, and they pan into the outfit, show him looking at it. He's like, please let me in, these engines are chasing me,
That bitch say, I got money. That's all he had to say.
I got gold. And dude said, man, no engines around here, they such and such a way. He's like, nah, man, they chasing me. So when he showed them the gold, when that grease step in, they're like, okay, let's go ahead and do this. Let's go and get in. Let's go ahead and make this happen.
Hey, them Native Americans pulled up, squatted up, ready, but the symbolism and how they handled this shit with them folk, because even they saw the robe. You feel me?
Absolutely.
They was like, all right, I'm praying for y'all.
Yeah, and that's just may God be with you. Okay, I'm trying.
And he warned her. He said, look here, that dude you just let in your house ain't what you. He didn't say he ain't who you think he is. He said he ain't what.
He ain't what you think he is. That's exactly what he said. And he was like, hey, he's very dangerous. He's very, very dangerous.
Let us in so we can go ahead and handle this.
Yeah, and she's like, nah. You can't come in. Blah, blah, blah.
Meanwhile, the whole time she got the shotgun up at him, y'all.
Yeah, she got it because he's Native American. And, they're part of the Klan. So it's obviously shown. So he looked. He said, okay, well, may God be with y'all. And hopefully, hopefully y'all get together.
Well, let's just say they ended up being good, funny cast members.
They ended up being part of his entourage after that, because when she turned that corner, it was a wrap.
Okay,
but I will say they had some bops.
Oh, the music?
YETs had some bops down when they pulled up.
Look here, boy.
He said, man, they kind of good. He said, man, we ain't letting them in here.
Hey.
They had them angelic voices.
Hey, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you. You might laugh with me. Okay, laugh at me, but our scene when the cousin finally started singing and you saw how powerful what he was doing and the whole symbolism and everything of all that.
And the bloodsuckers can hear him from a distance. And
you see in the past and the future and everybody dance and how all this ties into, the spiritual side of everything.
Walk into.
Listen, I gotta say, when the vampires was out there doing their little thing, it was kind of fly too.
The circle?
Yeah.
The circle?
Like, yo, they was back there on some, oh. Yo, listen, man. Listen, I want to stress this to everybody who watches us. The descriptions that you've heard about this movie doesn't know justice until you see it visually. And you're not going to get the same vibe and feeling if you're watching on your phone, your computer. You may get it at home if you got a big old TV and a little surround sound, but there's nothing like going in that theater and feeling the vibe of everybody, like even in the uncomfortable scenes.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I sat beside a white family.
Mm-hmm.
And, every time they dropped the N-word, every time they said cracker, I was just seeing, and, they enjoyed the movie. I was just seeing, like, how they going to play it. Are they going to walk out? But they
this shit was packed, yo.
I'm telling you, like, for a second week, this, like, the way the movie industry has been since COVID, like, I haven't seen a movie theater packed like this in a long time. And it's the second week, so I can imagine.
Now it's the second week. They box office numbers came in and they said by next week this should be a completely viable movie by Hollywood standards.
And the crazy part was I was gonna go to North Carolina to see an IMAX for the time that I wanted to see it, but the IMAX sold out.
Hey, they did say like the best place to see it is IMAX.
Yeah, because I saw somebody posted it and I was like, well, let me see what IMAX, and the IMAX still like, 30 minutes away.
Shit, they did 44 million the second weekend, bro. Excuse me. Yeah, they
so they did what, 60 the first week, 60 something.
They did 60 something the first week. Second week they did 44.
That's what I'm saying. So, I mean, of course, people trying to throw shade or whatever, but right, this ain't for you.
But that scene when Old Buddy started singing, one of the most visually
appealing
and stunning and gorgeous scenes you ever want. Like in a packed theater, you could feel the energy of everybody. Like, yo, that shit was
the speakers were bumping. And of course it had its comedy in there, but it was just an overall good movie, yo.
Oh, it had some real funny parts. Delroy Lindo, Slim.
Oh, absolutely. Listen, man, he got to win supporting for that.
Yo, listen. It's got to be a couple Oscars for this movie, man.
He played Wino to the T. I mean,
too good.
T.
And then like, hate to jump to the end, but who they made the young boy characters turn into?
Yeah.
It was so ill. It was so ill. Very well put together. We got to give Michael B. Jordan props because this is one of the few movies that I've ever watched where somebody played twins that you could actually tell immediately.
But you know who I thought would have made a good brother if they wasn't doing the twin thing? I seen it. Nate Parker. Nate Parker produced a movie about him going into they killed his son. And then he went into the police station and held him up.
Yeah.
I thought he would have made if they weren't going for the twin aspect.
Yeah.
I thought he would have made it.
But he's a lot older.
But he would have looked, he don't really look like he aged much. He could have played the big brother, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. I just thought when I saw the movie, I said him and Michael B. Jordan kind of favor a little bit. And that, if they wasn't going for the twin aspect, but because when I first seen the twin aspect, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But as the movie went on, I was like, you couldn't really tell.
No, I mean, like you could tell the difference between them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You couldn't really tell that it was the same person.
One person playing, yeah.
But I just thought when I first started watching, I was like, I don't know how I feel about this. I was like, now in my mind immediately started going into, well, who could have played a brother if not a twin? And I just thought about him because the same, I just remember seeing him in those. Oh, he played Nat Turner.
I kind of like the twin aspect because
I did. They had that
bond. The bond and like how the older really went hard at protecting, like especially once you know their past with their father. Like, right. Like we're brushing over that.
Yeah. How they became who they were.
Yeah, like they unalived their father. You know that, right?
Yes. The older brother. He was like, y'all really did? He said, nah, Smoke did that. I said, man, they knocked me out.
Right.
When I came to Smoke's burying daddy. So, it just is what it is. Like, so that's how they got their reputation of who they were. And then, I guess Mary's mother ended up taking care of them, taking them in.
And Mary is the 1/5 white girl, the white passing black girl. Hey, I gotta say, this was a cast. The cast was fine, boy.
The end of the movie, she looked more black when she came in with him in the jeans, the little leather jacket.
Yeah.
He's sucking on the lollipop.
I mean, because it's more accepted in that time than it is.
But she looked black at that point.
And she don't got nothing in her, do she?
I didn't go down that list. I know she's engaged to Josh Allen.
Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm. Show that film. I thought the girl
hey, boy, these football player living. Football player living, boy. Football player living, God.
Listen, she didn't want to eat that garlic. She
hey, Pearline was fine.
Absolutely.
Oh my God, Pearline was fine, yo.
Absolutely. You know, they shea buttered up.
No. Little buddy ain't care. He ain't care if you just walk 5 miles.
Nah, he ain't care. He's like, I want
listen, man, like y'all listen. I know we all over the place with this movie. We're trying not to spoil it for you guys. But we really want to express to you guys how great of a movie it is, how well put together it is. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cast. Like, and the antagonist is what we're not talking about.
Right. Which we're gonna get to one, you know. But long story short, vampires come, they try to get in. The only way they can get in is being let in. And
you have to be invited in. Like they can't breach your door unless you invite them in.
Right. So it's one of those things where, you know, something happens that turn the tides and all hell breaks loose, and it's a full-on fight to the death. Mm-hmm. And you know, there's a lot of symbolism in this movie. So I pertain it to the music industry. It's a lot that happened in the movie that I want to go over.
Because all Remick wanted was
talent. He just wanted the talent. He told him when he came to the door, he said, "Give me Lil Sammy, and I'll let y'all live." Because he basically just wanted the talent.
He said, "Look, I want your voice.
I want your stories.
I want your stories. I want your talent. Just give it to me."
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. It was like a record label. It was basically like a record label. Like, I want your masters. I want your masters. I want creative control.
Mm-hmm. I want your publishing.
I want you to do all the work, and I read the benefits.
And sometime along the way, you got to give up some booty.
But you know, a part that I don't think nobody really paid attention to. Ooh. Well, we talked about a little bit, but the Asians in this movie, like you think, like you want to say they were allies, but in my mind, they weren't.
No,
and the reason I say that, if you
don't feel like they're allies.
If you look at now, you look at the hair stores in our neighborhoods. You look at speaking of which, Bahamas. You look at Africa. Like the Asians are buying up all the property in these places. So they're buying up all the property in a land control.
I mean, but like, never mind all that. Let's go back a little further and just they have rights because of the Civil War that our ancestors fought.
And the crazy part, and why
they got reparations and we didn't.
Ja, what's going on, man? And the reason I say that, Ja, did you get to see it? And the reason I say that is because
hey, Ja, if you've seen it, come on.
Yeah. But it's a reason. The reason I said that you would think they're
seen it, man. We'll send you the link.
It's because, you know, he went to him, he hugged him, he got the fish from him, he bought the sign from him, he paid him to bandage up dudes.
I mean, both him and his wife had swag. Like you could tell they was Mississippi.
When it came down to it, though, when they stuff was going, she told her husband, she said, and this is the part that stuck out to him. She said, "We came here to help them with the food
and the sign. And the sign.
We ain't come here for everything else. We ain't come for all of this.
Go get the car."
Right. So what I took from that is, okay, we here to, we
here for the good time, but we here for the struggle.
Time for the culture. But when they life on the line, we want to be out. This ain't got nothing to do with it.
And shit, that's what got her.
But
you know what I mean?
But then when she went to the door and the white guy started speaking Mandarin, then it hit home. And then it hit home like
she's so. I don't want to be the spoiler, but like, man, I'd have not lean what? Listen, I hate to say it, boy. Like
I would have let her
halfway
go
through
out
early.
there. I'll let her go out there.
Oh, you want to go out there?
I'll let her go out there. She yelling and screaming like what? She trying to play the reverse role? Like let him in, bring him in, bring him. You soldier, this and that. So
Right, you calling him out, and he like, yo, let me think. And mind you, he just got back in the door. He done seen
right,
this shit firsthand.
right. And see, that's the thing that got me when his brother first when it first happened to his brother, and the girl hopped up and ran out, and he wasn't making no sense. She was like, and then Annie was like, yo. You just shot her and you seen her run up out of here.
Mm-hmm.
That ain't natural.
That ain't natural, bro. You shot her.
So Annie was very observing, but she had a lot of ties to like Roots.
I mean, but like honestly, she's the MVP.
Yeah, she had ties to Roots and things like that, and spirit, and
And
spiritual.
I want to point out something that I'm sure that nobody saw.
Mm-hmm.
I was sober when I went to the movie theater. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
But during the scene where the twins are scuffling at the end,
Mm-hmm.
something pushed one of the twins into position to go back and watch it. I promise.
To roll over on him.
Yeah.
Oh, I ain't.
Yeah, it was like, and mind you, this is after she. Damn, I want to talk, but I ain't. But mind you, she was already.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. The only thing I didn't care for in this movie was the blood. It didn't look like blood. It looked like tomato paste. Like liquid tomato. It was like real.
It was kind of thick and gory, but I kind of feel like that's what he was going for.
I guess so. But it didn't look like blood to me. It looked like I don't know.
I mean, but it was kind of like hate to say it, Midgie, like it was strangely accurate.
Yeah. You're absolutely right.
You know, like we're used to a certain aesthetic movie wise, but then we jump down to be them folk throat whenever they give us what we you know what I'm saying? They
You're right.
Like seeing all the Tubi movies that we've seen.
Yeah,
you shouldn't say nothing about nobody else.
For the masterpiece he gave us, that's just a minor thing that I noticed.
Hey, Midge, man. You feel like it's some Oscars coming?
No. No, the reason why I say not because the movie's not great.
Because they dropped it so early.
No, it's because who runs the Oscars?
But Midge, the Oscars ain't gonna let that money
Listen, we said that about Black Panther.
No, I never said nothing about no Oscar-worthy performances. Like the only thing that I do feel like may cause it from getting Oscar nods is if they put it strictly in the horror genre.
No, I mean, but you gotta think. What won an Oscar last year for best movie?
I don't remember.
Exactly. So they usually pick these movies that none of us really see. So I feel like this movie is definitely worthy of getting all the Oscar nods.
Something.
I agree, but will it happen? Nah, I just don't think it'll happen because of
it's a lot.
Of what? Like the best picture last year was Honora.
And I've never seen it or heard of it.
All these movies you never heard of. Dune Part 2, Best Lead Actress, and Adrian Brody for The Brutalist.
Well, shit, you think we're gonna get a BET award at least?
I mean, we'll get all those, but
supporting actress, because Annie,
Delroy Lindo, but that's why
cornbread.
Yeah, absolutely. He was the comic relief.
Well, him and Slim was comic relief, bro.
You're right. But it had a good amount of comedy, had a good amount of horror. The cast, even the
culture,
culture,
voodoo, religion, spirituality.
I saw a TikTok where they were saying that a lot of this movie referenced a lot of books that he's trying to tell people to read.
Hey, bro, it is most definitely the wrong button to click if you ain't ready to go down a rabbit hole on TikTok.
Oh, absolutely.
Because man, some of the deep dives on it's good to hear other people's perspectives on something that we all watched in the same formula. You feel me? We all went to the theaters. We all had that theater experience. We all sat down, paid our money, took our time, and watched this movie. And it's so many different perspectives. I'm talking about from Caucasian to Black to Asian. I've seen them all, and this movie was it, yo.
Yeah, it was. It was. But I really would love to see it win Oscar, get an Oscar now. But I just know, just looking at the list of movies that they picked last year, more than likely, nah, it's not. Because and I'm gonna give you the list of last year movies for Best Picture: Nora, The Brutalist, Conclave, Dune Part 2, Amelia Perez, I'm Still Here, Nickel Boys, and only one I seen was The Substance and Wicked.
The Substance.
Yeah, The Substance was up there for
the one with Demi Moore.
Yeah.
I mean that was a. I mean, but that's more. Could you consider that horror?
Yeah, but I didn't feel like it was Oscar worthy.
Visually, it was kind of. I mean,
the concept of the movie.
It was out of all the movies we watched last year, it was one of the doper ones.
Yeah.
And by the way, that was,
what
my choice,
But I'm just saying, like,
kind of nice with this shit.
It just didn't, like, none of those movies seem like I said, I've never seen The Brutalist, never seen
none of them.
Heard of Nora.
None of them.
And I've seen clips of Wicked because of my daughter.
No.
But the rest of that, Amelia Perez, Zoe Saldana, I never heard that. I don't even know what that's about. So that's why I say the likelihood of those movies, of this movie getting an Oscar now. Now, if they do, I'll be shocked. I'll be excited, but I'm not gonna hold my breath thinking
Coogler deserved one, man.
I'm not gonna hold my breath thinking they're gonna recognize the culture or the artistry or the.
Okay, Midge. Before we get up out of this, can we speak on how ill of a villain Remick was?
Absolutely, he was so kind.
Oh, Remick was different, yo.
He was so kind. Just let me in. I just want to play a little music for you.
So convincing.
So, Sammy, man, I heard your angelic voice from across the forest, across the woods, through the wall.
Man, listen. Hey, what do you need? I've got money. I've got gold.
I got gold. Show them the same 2 pieces of gold. So I got gold. What you need? We just want to fellowship with you. We believe in love and peace.
Like Midge. I hate to say it, but I wouldn't be mad if he got like Villain of the Year award if nobody else got nothing.
If he did, I wouldn't be shocked. But he definitely, you know who he looked like, and I thought who he was? Ramsey Bolton at first.
He looked just like Ramsey with vampire teeth.
I thought that's who it was, but then I read the credits. I'm like, nah, that ain't him. But he looked.
Nah, his name is Jack O'Connell.
Yeah, he looked like the guy that played Ramsey Bolton, which is another top tier villain. But I just, I really enjoyed the movie.
Like Midge, I would literally go watch this shit again, man.
I am planning on sneaking back to theaters and watching.
Except for this time, I'm not gonna get a hot dog and fries because
it was about $1,000.
No, it just nah, it weren't like honestly, and I said this. The prices ain't as bad as they used to be.
Nah, I snuck in my hot tamales like I usually do.
I mean, but I don't eat candy, so I need snacks.
I only do hot tamales.
I'm just mad that they took forever. But even though I still had 10 minutes of previews to watch, but
I did. I saw the movie Damson Idris is going to be in the NASCAR movie.
that looks dope.
It does look dope. So, I mean, I
Mhm.
saw, they had a couple previews that kind of caught my attention, but I was so focused on this movie. Like, I need to recognize every, and you're not going to recognize every Easter egg. You're not going to recognize
Yo,
every.
it's so many Easter eggs. They're pointing out how each of the characters represented one of the 7 deadly sins.
Because old girl Perlene was the adulteress.
Lust.
Even before she
One of
was.
the twins was wrath.
Mm-hmm.
Sam was sloth.
Mm-hmm.
The Asian lady was pride.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's the other twin was greed. No. Remick was greed.
Mm-hmm.
It's like a whole little 7.
I'm gonna go down that.
Man, hey, and listen, you click on one center's post.
Listen, you're gonna get a whole bunch of them.
Shoot, I'm dropping one tonight after we get off. I meant to do it earlier, but I wanted to get this out the way so I could,
It's a phenomenal movie, man. And
layer my thoughts out.
I'm definitely gonna go back and sit down this time, really try to pay attention to what's going on, because I was just so.
I feel like I missed something.
Yeah, I do. I was so caught in the storyline, and I was really into the movie, and I just thought, it was just a great movie. Then somebody said something about his Coogee sweater on the back of his Coogee sweater. It's just a bunch of stuff.
What was going on?
At the end, when he was walking out, he's like, "I love you, cuz," and they hug. And he walked out. It's something on the back of his Coogee sweater. I don't know what it is, but it was like it's just so much stuff. But they definitely pulled up the library of books. They're saying that we should all read. I think it's like 9 books. Got me interested. I can tell you. So
very well put together movie, man. I gotta give.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Props to everybody. Like the music was dope.
Absolutely.
Jamie Lawson, the lady that played Pearline, her whole section was fly.
Yeah.
Okay.
Window, he was just phenomenal.
Before we get out of here, out of all these characters we named, hard question for you. Pause. Who's your MVP?
My MVP was Annie. My favorite was Stack. Stack was just my favorite because he was ruthless, but he didn't take too much serious. He was gonna say what he gonna say. He was going to be who he was, and like Smoke said, like you got to watch his back because I'm gonna watch his back for such years. Like that's just who Stack was. Smoke was the more militant one, but Stack was my favorite, and he was an MVP because she recognized all that.
I gotta go Smoke and Annie.
Smoke?
Yeah, I gotta go Smoke and Annie. I mean,
what was your favorite?
I mean, because Smoke stood on his shit. Like out of all the characters in here, nobody stood on their shit more than Smoke.
And like he said, I gotta. I can't let you go back and say I almost robbed.
I can't even let you do that.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna get you.
You ain't even take none. I called you.
I'm gonna let you get passed up. But even teaching a little young girl a lesson, like when we talking numbers, you always negotiate.
Exactly.
You always negotiate. Even when he got, and then he put it to work when he went into the store.
And the fact that he pointed out early in the game, boy, this shit might work because these folks spent. And here's what we didn't also brush over: the fact that they weren't even paying. Okay, mine, y'all. We forgot to let y'all know that pretty much everybody that's attending this juke joint are sharecroppers who are picking cotton.
Right.
And the ecosystem around there, the sharecroppers are allowed to pay you their money to where you go spend in their stores that they fund and market.
So you use wood nickels downtown.
So they in there trying to use town money in an establishment that really don't take it, but Smoke was like, man, hey boy, this shit ain't gonna work with these wooden nickels and shit, boy.
And then when they did the numbers, he was like, "This we put in, shoot, we ain't even gonna make it too long. We don't."
What was it, 6 months or some shit? He said,
Yeah, we ain't gonna make it that long. We keep getting paid like this, so
yeah, cuz like, yo, we can't accept that shit.
right. So that's when the greed stepped in, and he was like, told Mary, like, "Hey, let's go see what they talking about. They said they had money, said they had money or whatever." So I think that's old boy calling, but it's we on, but yeah, we just call him another time. But yeah, he's like, we they got the money. Go see what they got. Go see what they got. So it was just a very symbolic movie.
It's the kind of movie you want to watch over and over again. And
Definitely that type of movie. Like even after I was done watching it, I wanted to go to the other theater and watch it again.
yo, I had no problem sitting there and waiting on the end credits. Like, yo, and like the fact that only 20% of the crowd got up and walked up, I was like, oh, these motherfuckers is invested like I'm invested.
And see, I was about to get up, and then there was a group of college kids, girls behind me. And she was like, no, don't get up yet. And I looked back. She was like, no, don't get up yet. And I sat back down.
It's end credits, bro.
Because obviously she's a TikTok, or they were a TikTok, because I heard them talking through the whole thing. And it was like 4 of them, and then it was like 2 dudes behind them. There was like a couple behind them. So the dude, so he had got up, and then his wife was like, oh, girl said, don't get up yet. He's like, I'm just going to stand by the door. And so he went still by the door, and that was it. But everybody else said that people beside me sat there, so I sat there too. When the girl, she was like, no, don't get up.
And yo, and yo, I guess the dudes that damn come to clean the theater afterwards, I saw them walk up, and both of them was like, these motherfuckers know, and they just walked back down the hallway because they ready, because like I caught like the 6:45.
Oh, okay. So it was, but maybe 1 or 2 more shows after that.
Nah, it was like I think that was one more showing of Sinners.
One more showing, yeah. Maybe like a 7:55 or 8 something.
Nah, that show like 9 something.
9. Oh, so okay. Oh, so you didn't get out to about 8.
6:45. I got out of there 8:45. 8 like 9 o'clock. I was almost home.
Maybe one more showing.
Yeah, it was one more, but it was sold out.
Yeah, exactly.
And I didn't want that one anyway, because
And
I
like I
already
said,
know
Rock Hill, it wasn't sold out, but most of the Charlotte theaters, you couldn't just pick the seat that you wanted.
You couldn't, and like that's why I chose the one, because you usually get to choose your seat. You could not choose your seat for this one.
Cause see, I was gonna order online, but my gift card wouldn't take on Fandango, so I was like, well, I'll just go pay, there. When I got there, she was like, pick your seat, and I was like, dang, the seat I want to go. She's like, oh yeah, she's like, people been coming in,
bro.
So
listen, when I got there, I had already paid for mine online, so I showed her my barcode. She scanned it. She was like, "Oh, you one of the smart ones." I'm like, "What you mean?" She was like, "Well, because I've already had to turn away 5 or 6 people because we're sold out." She was like, "But good luck getting a seat, because from my numbers, everybody that's paid for a ticket is pretty much here." So, I mean, but I still ended up getting good seats.
I ended up getting a good seat because of Rock. But if I went to Charlotte and did like IMAX, I would have had to wait. Like I went at 2:55. I would have had to wait till like 6 something to get a good IMAX or a regular seat, because the 2 that
I ain't gonna flex, bro. IMAX would have been crazy, Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I might catch it during the week because, I mean, like I said, I got gift cards. I mean, I really want to see it again in theater. I really want to see it.
I do too.
So I'm looking like, man, if I need to go IMAX, even Mel was like, if it come on one of the joints, if you watch at home, I'll watch it with you.
Yo, put it on the big screen, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna have to do. So because we got a projector, so I would might even have to pull that out. So
yeah, bro, like that's pop your popcorn and swing through Dollar General shit.
Right.
Yo, and listen, I was mad I went solo, dog. Like I did bad planning.
I mean,
Because usually it be a purse the way I can sneak my snacks in.
Listen, man, you gotta get a hoodie though. You know the movie there, a little chill.
You right.
I'm in the hoodies every time though. Before I
You
walk in there,
right.
I take that little heat for the little 10-second walk I'll make from my car to the entrance.
And really though, it ain't weird to see people walk around with hoodies nowadays while it's hot.
That's what I'm
crazy.
saying. So when I walk in, I
That's
got my
weird.
hoodie on. I got my snacks in the little pouch of the hoodie.
What up, Danita?
What's going on, stranger?
Hey man, y'all let's get some like and some shares, man, because we trying to like keep it kosher with y'all over here, but we rather be open. All right.
Yeah, I'm saying.
All right.
We might bring this back over there on Tuesday.
We is bringing this back over there Tuesday because like I'm
Tuesday over there.
I ain't gonna say it, but
yeah, I'm really liking it over there.
It's fun over there.
And I ain't got to pay StreamYard if we stay over there.
Hey, but y'all go follow the actual page over there. If y'all hearing this post production, if y'all hearing this on our actual podcast, which you can find everywhere, streaming everywhere that you find your favorite podcast, y'all please go follow us on TikTok.
And this week I'm doing an editing spree because I'm kind of my schedule has cut back a little bit. I can do some things now, so it's going to be if you start seeing 3-4 episodes pop up at one time, just listen to them.
Don't be shocked of a name change either.
Yeah, don't be shocked because it is what it is. People grow and
it's just what it is. No disrespect, but
it's a business. So if we pop up with a new logo and things like that, hey, that's just the way it is. So, but we growing. We trying to expound.
We are expanding. We ain't trying shit.
So we now doing the TikTok on Tuesday. So we're trying to collab.
But I ain't letting you get out this paint like that, midget. You still gotta rate this shit.
Oh, A+.
A++.
A+. There's nothing less than A+. The visuals, the symbolism, and that it's probably some symbolism that I didn't catch.
Man, listen. Everything I missed, I caught up on TikTok.
Yeah, and that's what I said. That's what I'm about to do in a little bit. But it's a good movie. Great movie. Seen it, go check it out.
You feel like this Coogler's best work?
I love Fruitvale Station.
I know. That's why I asked. That's why I asked.
This right here is the most powerful work.
Do you feel like this is Coogler's best work? Yes or no? From movie guy to movie guy. Do I need to call out? Matter of fact, pause for 1 second. I'm going to call out.
He did the Creeds. He did Black Panther. Can I say this is best?
You got Sinners, Black Panther, Fruitvale Station, Wakanda Forever, Creed, Fig, Wrong Answer. I mean, shit, that's a heavy lineup right there.
I'm gonna tell you like this. This probably will be his best work as of date.
I gotta give him that.
My personal favorite is Fruitvale Station.
Which y'all I have never watched because they know that I cannot watch that type of stuff. Like
his most iconic is probably the first Black Panther. But I still say the second Black Panther was better than the first.
Excuse me?
I think Black Panther Wakanda Forever was better than the first Black Panther.
What?
I think Wakanda Forever was better than the first.
That wasn't even Black Panther 2. That was Mexican Panther beating up on niggas the whole fucking time.
I'm just saying, though. For what I got from it, I enjoyed it just a tad bit better. Fruitvale Station that's my personal favorite. That's my personal.
I've never watched it, Anita. Like, I can't bring myself to watch it. I got family. Never mind. It's nah, I can't do it. I can't do it.
It's definitely one that, like I said, there's a scene on there where his mom go to see him, and she was like, he don't want to be alone, and it's very crushing. Even when they're out in like the waiting room waiting for the doctors to see what's gonna happen with him,
Can't do it.
it's crushing.
But I'm gonna say yeah, this is his best work, man.
Yeah, I say that. I said this is the
I'm
most.
I'm gonna say yeah.
As far as creatively, yeah, I'm gonna say yeah.
Yeah.
Say,
Because how he tied everything in, like everything ties into each other so beautifully, and he didn't. I like movies that don't treat the watchers like we're dumb.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like they said what things were, and that's what it was. They didn't leave no open ended, and if there was open ended, you'd have to figure it out for yourself if you're smart enough to.
Mm-hmm.
So I love this movie. It was gorgeous fucking movie.
I'm gonna go check it out again.
Beautiful cast. And I'm still battling in my head to see who had the hardest dance scenes. Like who had the hardest music video.
Yeah, listen, they all were tough. And old boy plays the guitar for real. I think he sings.
I know.
They was talking about his auditioning and how they asked him, could he play? Could he do this? And he was like, yeah, I can do all that. So
and he did not even know what he was signing up for. He thought it was a small movie with a small role. Apparently he is a gospel child prodigy.
So this was his story.
His mother is something Figueroa, who's famous in the gospel community. Like he's a child prodigy. He's also performed with her before he was even out of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, just the picking of this cast was perfect. Because Annie just looked like a woman from those times.
Who knows that hoodoo?
Right. She just looked like, hey, I'm from this era.
Yeah.
So I just
big old sultry woman.
Right. So it just was perfect casting. Perfect everything, man. I really
it's man,
yo, like I'm gonna go.
This is what movies are about right here. The experience of a movie that actually puts you in the movie itself.
Mm-hmm.
Like I felt like I was there.
And I was gonna say this is the first movie I've been to this year, but me and my son went and saw Minecraft.
Because Midgie, I've been in juke joints. I know you didn't go to the juke joints. That wasn't your thing.
Nah. I mean, I've been hole in the walls, but not like a juke joint.
I've been in juke joints, Midgie. Hole in the wall.
I've not been on the wall. But it wasn't playing this type of the music I like.
Look at us. I done been the one where they ain't played nothing but "Let's Go Baby" to the hole in the wall.
They play
6 songs. Every 6 songs. I done been in this juke joint, bro. I done been in places where the fucking dance floor is dirt.
Candy Liquor and
look here, bro.
What's the other song that was big for Boots on the Ground?
Listen, the food be fire.
Oh, absolutely.
The drinks be strong. The vibe be cool. They be back there, you gambling, doing your I really connected with that. Like I keep having to remember, like, yo, like you 43, nigga. Like, nigga, you really.
The best fish I've ever had was stepping out a strip club in Jacksonville, Florida.
Better than Beachy?
Listen, they had a food truck.
Better than Beachy, Midgie?
Better though. When I say this is the best fried fish I've ever had in my life, though. Walked out the strip club, and I don't drink, so I'm very much aware. And we in Jacksonville.
Like, listen. When you said strip club, I'm like, Midgie was the designated driver.
Absolutely. I mean, but
you was probably cool with whoever was driving, but if they needed somebody to drive,
there was another person there that didn't drink, and then there was 2 older guys that then we had the white guy with us, and he was amazed. He was going to the ATM every hour.
Hey,
well, he was like, this what y'all got going on? Like, yeah, bro.
Yeah, that cocoa butter different, ain't it?
Yeah, he was. Yeah, I thought he was gonna be like my man from Harlem Nights. Hey, baby, I ain't coming home.
Hey, Johnny. Hey, put your mom on the phone. It's me.
Hey, baby, it's me. Oh, we had to pull him about it, man. Like, don't go to ATM no more. We are here for. We were there for the Raiders Jaguars game a couple years.
Not
ago.
him.
I mean, once he got there, he was like, "Man, I'll come back. When y'all coming back to Jacksonville?" I said, "Well, the Raiders gonna play Jacksonville for a couple."
He probably doubled back on y'all.
He might have did. But I'm talking about walking out. It was a food truck. And the food truck had a sign that said, "You spend all night tipping these strippers. Don't forget to tip the cook." And game up, and it wasn't expensive. It was like a regular fish plate.
Yeah.
Fish, white bread. If you want fries, you can get fries, but I wasn't about to wait on no fries. So I was like, just give me the fish, give me white bread. When I said I bit into that fish, I was like, let me get one more for the roll.
Let me get one more. Let me get
one more for the roll. And I gladly tip you for your seasoning skills. Yeah. That is good.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man. Real quick. I'm disappointed in the Lakers, man.
I am too. I'm disappointed in Luka. I'm disappointed in some of the rotations that JJ Redick employed.
It's playoff basketball. It's playoff basketball, so it's a different experience.
You don't have the type of see, listen, I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to get this win, and so they overexerted. They fouled because they know they don't play again until Wednesday, right? So they was pretty much saying, okay, we're gonna lay it all on the floor. But what I don't like about that is that you leave your rotation players with no confidence.
Yeah, and you gotta remember, LeBron is 40.
He's fucking 40.
Them 32 minutes, 38, 40, 42 minutes ain't cutting it no more, man.
See, listen, they still expecting him to say, okay, all right, Luke ain't got it. Let me put the cape on my back. He's 40, Midgie.
He's 40.
And
no matter how good you are.
And Midgie, you heard it here first. You heard it here first. You heard it here first, buddy. Next year is last year.
I can see that. Because you got to think, no matter how great you are, no matter how much you try to take it.
All time undefeated, boy.
All the time is undefeated. This man has been playing 82 plus every year. He's never not played. When last time LeBron didn't make the playoffs? The first year with the Lakers?
Yeah.
That's a long time before that.
18 or 19 years straight playoffs, because I think they missed 1 year when he got injured.
So you got to think that's anywhere from 82 to 100 games a year. Every year, traveling. So no matter how much you take care of your body, it's eventually going to be like, all right, bro.
Hey, I love Luka, but I don't like Luka. Luka need a summer of training with LeBron.
I mean, I don't listen, man.
But
I just don't think Luka ever gonna change, though.
I don't either, man. He's 7 years. He's 7 years in, and the Laker organization already catering to him. So.
And you got to think, if I'm 7 years in, I'm averaging 30 plus at what I'm doing. Why am I going to change? You got to think
because of nights like tonight, where you spent the whole fourth quarter with your fucking hands on your knees. Meanwhile, the 40-year-old out there getting a key block, a key strip. You just didn't have his fucking back because you was tired.
That's the same thing.
Just like that floater, Midgie, like that wide open floater. Me and you both know I'm tired. I wasn't expecting to get this shot, so I got to do what I can do.
This is the only sensible shot I can get off. But you got
legs is done.
But he should have learned that last year in the final. And Jaylen Brown was picking him up full court. They was beating him, stealing the ball from him. Like, dang,
honestly, Midge, I'd rather them bitch go ahead and get it out the way than to run into a buzzsaw like OKC or Cleveland or Boston. Let's just say they get hot. You don't want to see Cleveland in a 4. You're going to get swept. You don't want to see Boston in a 4. You're going to get swept. You don't want to see OKC.
And right now, you might not want to see the Clippers, because I got a feeling the Clippers are going to beat Denver.
I feel like they're gonna beat Denver, and I also feel like they can take OKC to 7.
Yeah, I do too. But you gotta think, man, Luka got that James Harden, man. It's
I
where
mean, but we can't. I mean, but I
it's
gotta give James
effective,
Harden props, Benji.
it's effective scoring, but
I gotta give James Harden props in his latter years.
now that's what I'm saying. But you gotta think this is what year 13,
14.
14? Luka
14,
in
some shit like that.
Luka's year in half that year. So it took James Harden a long time to
Hey,
I
and he just got that lazy in him.
that's
I could look at him on defense. And he just I ain't gonna flex, Miz. They would. I hate to say that it was a bad trade. Like for the team now, it's a bad trade.
for the future, it was a good trade.
For the future, it was a good. But who's the
But
fuck to
see,
say? Because if the habits don't change,
but the regular season was all hype. So everybody's like, oh, this is a great trade because regular season, you can do what you want to do. Playoff time, people adjust. You got to play
yeah.
somebody at maximum 7 games straight.
And
The same
he
matchup
looked he looked tired and a step slow all night. All his points was off of pure skill. I just know I can hit this shot, or I can look up and
Well, I'm going to get these shots because
right.
I'm basically the number one option. So I'm gonna get these shots regardless. So if I put them up early in the first half, somebody else could can take it. But you gotta think, man. Some of these dudes ain't had this type of playoff experience, like you said.
Pressure.
If
Pressure.
I ain't got you in the rotation,
Hey, I ain't gonna flex. AR, you done been here before.
he has.
AR, you done been here before.
But you gotta think, there's a lot of
You
people that
are
have
deferring too much. You are deferring too much. You are deferring too much. I'm pretty sure they may feel some type of way with you not passing them the ball, but if you being aggressive, you getting fouls, and you actually hitting some of these shots that we know you can hit, they won't say a fucking word.
sometimes you gotta be like, man, sometimes you gotta have that J.R. Smith in you. You gotta have that Jamal
He ain't
Crawford,
got no fucking in the system.
that Nick Young, that Gilbert, where they be like, all right, you can be mad, but I'm gonna shoot what I want to shoot.
Yeah, because I feel like he do way too much deferring, and the fact that they targeting him and Luka on defense mean okay, you got to make them pay on the other end. Because
That
all Minnesota doing, I know basketball just like you know basketball. You got a bunch of niggas. See, Minnesota's niggas, and I want you to notice that the camera don't stand when they face is long, because every time they hit a shot, them niggas saying "fuck nigga." Fuck
listen. After AR missed that 3 in the corner, I don't know how they let the camera go straight to Anthony Edwards after he was dapping up whoever he was dapping up. But he's like, yeah, you know what I mean? He just I'm like, man, this is primetime TV, like,
bro, and they don't give a flying.
And they switch quick. They pan that camera quick, so
fast, and that's why you got to make them pay on the other side of the ball, Mitch.
it's hard to make them pay on the other side because you got to think LeBron is 40. He's looking for somebody to at least pick up some of the slack.
I give Rui props for stepping up tonight, but I feel like he kind of did it too late because he had went through this whole dry spell of just.
He was quiet.
Like both him and AR waited too late to step up tonight.
But you know what I don't like though? I don't like
the fact that they ain't putting Dalton Knecht in.
That too, but I don't like these teams that don't have a chance of winning championship. Look like they're intentionally trying to hurt some of these other players. Like the Jimmy Butler undercut, the Tatum, like Al Horford. You know, Al Horford don't never complain. But the Tatum foul, the Brown foul,
and although it was incidental,
the
Ja Morant foul.
The Ja Morant, it just looked like y'all just really out here. Like
it's a reckless ball being played.
Right. It is a difference in being physical playoff basketball, and you just intentionally, being a non-basketball player.
I blame the league, man, because they allow these guys to get away with a lot of bullshit all year, and then playoff time you expect to call it straight up and down.
Like the other day, Dylan Brooks ain't had the ball, just jumped on Kuminga or somebody. I'm like,
yeah,
When do we start doing that?
Yeah, bro.
So
I agree.
I just feel like it's not physical basketball. It's like dangerous because Tatum had to sit out of the game. Jimmy Butler had to sit out of the game. Ja Morant had to sit out of the game. It's like, come on, man.
Is Jimmy coming back?
I think he hurt his tailbone, but I think he is coming back.
Okay.
Which they won because Buddy Hield had a good game. So I mean,
with his flip floppy ass.
Yeah, I think Boston a nail biter with Orlando. So, they playing a little physical.
Hey, Paolo Banchero.
He ain't gonna be in Orlando long if he don't get somebody else.
Yo, I'm gonna tell you flat out. He got LeBron. He is. I'm gonna tell you who he is to me. Combine LeBron, IQ, and Joe Johnson body.
He's very skilled.
With a little bit more athleticism.
He's very skilled.
Cause he every bit of 6'9", 250, Midge.
Oh, he's a big dude.
Big kid. You feel me?
Big dude. So I mean,
I like him.
They saying Booker is a possible landing destination for Orlando, which would be a good fit because they need a shooter.
Yeah, shooter like that, Midge. He's streaky, Midge. He's streaky, Midge.
Booker can put it up though. You got to think
volume shooter wise,
but you got to think, man. That's all they had in Phoenix. They ain't had nothing else. They had a bunch of scores. They ain't had no team chemistry. They ain't had
he nice. He nice. I'm not taking it from him, but like, I don't feel like he what Orlando need. He need to go where he is 1A, 1B. In Orlando, unless they give up Franz.
Nah,
Franz like that, Midge.
Franz is, and that's what I'm saying. He could be that because you got to think he only 27.
I mean, but do you want to who?
Booker.
Booker only 27?
Booker is only 27 years old. Let me make sure, but I think Devin Booker is only 27 years old. You got to think he came out his first year at he's 28 years old though.
27, 28, a little bit different in the league. So pretty much we're seeing peak Booker right now.
That's what I'm saying. So he can get there and be the older presence in the locker room. He don't get in trouble. He don't do nothing crazy.
But he ain't no leader though. That's the problem. The number one problem with
we don't know. We don't know that. Because you look at the team that went to the finals. Him, Ayton, and Chris Paul.
They had Chris Paul.
But they broke that team up and then it went to trash after that.
They had Chris Paul. I cannot give him props for being the leader of that team when Chris Paul was there.
Who was scoring?
He was scoring. Talent, being the number one talent and the leader is two different things, Mitch.
Yeah, I don't know if he can't be a leader. I know who definitely ain't been a leader of that team. I know who definitely ain't came in and been the leader. So I mean,
they be giving him comparisons to people he don't even need to be brought up in the caliber of. Like, I love him as a person, I love him as a scorer, but you ain't that, boy.
Yeah, so that's my thing. Like,
and if it wasn't for Stephen Wardell Curry, nigga, you'd be Carmelo Anthony 2.0.
Got a point. Without the physicality. But I'm just saying, I just think Booker, it's time for Phoenix to let him go find something else.
That boy ain't trying to leave Phoenix, man.
I mean, of course he'll make plenty of money if he stays signed that 2-year extension. I think it's like
everybody else can go.
Like 2-year 150, but I mean you gonna set him back. If you want prime Booker,
you just threw that number out, 2 years 150.
That's what I'm saying. 75.
Ooh, bitch. Give me 2 years at 150,000. Give me 150,000 a year.
That's what I'm saying, man. But
hey, man, we supposed to be doing this on TikTok, man. Go ahead,
man. We'll catch y'all Tuesday, man. TikTok. Are we doing the list? Are we gonna do centers and the list?
We're doing centers. Bro. We're gonna do centers and whatever else popping Tuesday. Because Monday's been jumping lately. So
okay. So we'll do that. And then my monies are freed up now. So So if we need it,
Ain't shit. We might do a pop up on y'all tomorrow, man. We'll let y'all know.
yeah, man, we'll let y'all know, man. But yeah, man,
But y'all
thank y'all.
got to go follow the page. Follow the TikTok page,
Absolutely.
please.
But thank y'all for rocking with us for this. This real. Hope we didn't spoil it for nobody. Please go check out Sinners. Please.
Hey, listen. Even if we did spoil it, I promise you, nothing we told y'all could
You still
ruin
gonna
your
be spoiled.
experience of this movie because
Still
we
gonna be
missed out on so much.
And we didn't even go into like the whole story because after saying spoiler, I didn't want to spoil it. So, but yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely check it out. And we'll catch y'all Tuesday on TikTok. But y'all make sure you drink your water. Make sure you pay tithes, go to church. And we'll catch y'all Tuesday and next Sunday. So peace.